I have returned with water. Gotta stay hydrated. Yeah. We're at the halfway point, guys. We reached the halfway point. So. Fucked up how the Foundation just started smashing shit up the moment they found freaky shells. Yep, they found freaky shells, and looks like the moment you smash one of them, then you know, the person does not seem to be fine afterwards. So yeah. Who are we to judge the Foundation? Let's be honest, if I was in the beach, they were pretty lucky the shells only killed suicidal people and weren't, you know, actually nuclear explosives. Yeah, but it's still a loss of a life. Let's be honest though, if you went to the beach and you put your ear to a shell, and the shell suddenly started going, I really wish that, I would be like, I would just throw it on the ground and destroy it myself too. I'd be like, oh Jesus! Because I'd be shit scared that a fucking shell decided to start talking to me in clear English. I would have been like, no possession happening here today. Phantom helicopter is the next SCP. Phantom helicopter. Helicopter. Is that still a thing? Of course not. That's been not a thing for like a year now. Maybe even more. Keto. Hey, our first Keto. SCP-1745 is to be contained on site at Zone 457. At no time is any electronic equipment to be brought within 1 kilometer of SCP-1745. An array of 20 radio broadcasting units are to be arranged in a circle of 10 kilometers from the center of Zone 457. At all times, the unit furthest from SCP-1745 must broadcast while others remain silent. Both telescopic and satellite-based observation of SCP-1745 must be maintained continuously. Any breach by SCP-1745 constitutes the immediate implementation of Contingency Gorinich A. The earliest known image of SCP-1745 captured by a traditional camera. Why does it look like it's flying towards the cameraman, huh? Is the cameraman still alive? SCP-1745 is an intangible Soviet helicopter. Superficially, it is identical to the MIL Mi-24D, also known by its NATO designation HINT, though it appears to be entirely incorporeal, traversing through any and all physical obstruction with no observation effect on its body. Given its absence of mass, the reason for its visibility is unclear. In addition, SCP-1745 generates noise consistent with a non-anomalous aircraft of identical make, despite no clear source of the sound. The apparent condition of the aircraft varies between featuring severe damage, though this does not affect its flight or maneuverability, and being pristine. SCP-1745's presence causes immediate damage in all electrical circuitry within an approximately 300-meter radius. It's a flying ghost EMP. The exact cause of this damage is unknown, though it is universally demonstrates signs of severe overheating. Due to this, close-range electronic observation, recordings, and testing of SCP-1745 is generally impossible. Is that why you have to use a traditional camera to capture it? Because that's not something that doesn't use electronics. It has electronics, but in a different way, you know. SCP-1745 appears to be attracted to artificial radio signals. How it determines whether or not these signals are artificial and whether it is able to decipher/comprehend the content of said signal is undetermined. While this aspect of SCP-1745 has allowed for the implementation of current containment protocols, it also presents a clear danger due to its tendency to be drawn to human civilization. Yeah, because of the radio waves, right? Its indestructible and intangible nature, it has adverse effects on electronic equipment. A breach of SCP-1745 could potentially result in an arcade technological collapse. Yeah, not only that, but like having a helicopter that just faces through things would be very hard to explain to people. So yeah, all your technology will be gone, and then you have the whole world be like, hey, what the fuck? What was that? SCP-1745 was transferred to Foundation custody by Russian correspondent redacted in 1994 following a series of potential breach events. Now that I think about it, how many people in each country do you think belong to the SCP Foundation? Like, how many people work for the SCP Foundation? Because it can't be too big of a population that do, right? Because the whole point is that they need to be secret. So you can't have, you can't have half the population know about it and the other half not. So how many people in total would you guess, work for the SCP Foundation, excluding D-Class? I'd probably enjoy this more if I was a history buff. Really? I think you can also just see it as a ghost helicopter that just destroys everything electronically by flying by it. Following a series of previous containment protocols developed by Guru Division B Psychotronics were adopted by Foundation staff, and all available documentation on SCP-1745's history prior to 1994 was obtained from this exchange. Presently, it is believed that SCP-1745 originates from a Mil-Mi 24D helicopter piloted by Group P agents and shot down over Redacted in 1979. Due to open hostilities between Redacted and the Soviet Union at the time, it is believed that the attack targeted the group specifically. While the incident yielded no survivors on board the vehicle, a series of documents were recovered from a titanium case within the wreckage. The following is an excerpt from said documentation translated from Russian. There was a good tale about that, pretty short one too, but I'm not sure if you could read it since it's not linked to anything. About the amount of people working in the Foundation. Ah, I see. No. We'll keep that a secret then. Like, unless it later shows up somehow during one of my readings, but I think it won't. Entry. Wrong button. 1979. The artifact was brought in today. Unusual minerals, composite, silicon, magnesium, iron. The trajectory of the impact crater is still being analyzed. Based on audio logs, the collision must have occurred at 0523 hours, so we should be able to get some vague idea of its origin. In any case, a full battery of tests haven't uncovered anything distinctly unnatural about the object. We're moving to primary storage. Entry 1979. I don't know what the men are blathering about. I woke this morning to be told that there's a firefly loose in the sector. Upon hearing this, I was equal parts why do I care and how could there be a firefly here? I ordered a full search of the area, the labs, the dorm, the mess room, nothing. Everyone seems convinced it was here though. So convinced that they apparently didn't notice the damage to our equipment. 3 computers with burnt out circuits and no one can tell me how it happened. First the uneventful asteroid and now this. Command is going to shut us down if this continues. I swear those assholes assign me a bunch of buffoons to this sector. None of our electron microscopes is broken. Fuck! Entry. I think it's all the same entry, like it's all blank in the same year. Well, I guess I owe them an apology, but we have much more important things to address. We found it in the communication center. Really, it's just a levitating ball of light. It doesn't appear to have any mass at all, but testing is impossible. We tried to touch it, it went berserk, and a nearby light fixture burnt out. We can't afford to let it destroy the communication room, so I've ordered everyone to stay out of there for the time being. This is really a mess. This explains of how our equipment was destroyed. It only seems to go nuts when it is in danger, or rather perceives itself to be in danger. As long as we move gently and carefully around it, there's no problem. It's even rather friendly, and we'll hover up to our staff to brush against them. Naturally, we ran in people in contact with it, though all the usual tests, but there wasn't any sign of an adverse reaction. Its body, I guess, is warm. 45 degrees centigrade. Staff are still calling it the Firefly. We still don't know why it wants to stay in the communication room. Did it come from the asteroid? We have no way of knowing, but it is too likely to be a coincidence. Perhaps this mess won't be entirely unproductive. Reminds me of the John Carpenter's The Thing now. It came out of the asteroid. A new discovery. It's attracted to radio signals. That's why it won't leave our communication room. It seems only to run to man-made radio signals. Why, I can't say. We look into possible application for this thing, but we don't have much on the end yet. Command isn't pleased about the wrecked equipment, though the discovery of the Firefly has at least kept them interested. That interest won't last long though, if we can't find some use for it. I hope they don't send a neutralization order. Searching for applications is going nowhere. This is somewhat hampered by the fact that staff are coding with it, and that's a distraction that's hard to avoid. It has that effect on everyone. I was up late working and I fell asleep on the desk. It started nudging up against me in my sleep and I woke up. I stayed up for another hour at least, just sitting in its glow and warmth, no working, just sitting there. It seemed like it was resting against me. Does it sleep? I think it's a child. Maybe it listens to human radio signals because it recognizes them as meaningful. I don't have any real basis for this. It just came to me while I was up late at night. I think it's just like listening to someone reading a book. We received orders from command today to bring the Firefly in. Nobody wants to see it go. I can hardly blame them. It's just about the only thing that keeps us happy around here. I've had a lot of time to think lately. The reason we came out here is the reasons I joined this division. I can't really remember why. I mean, I know why, but not why. The Firefly doesn't concern itself with things like this, or maybe it can't. That must be nice. I just feel as though things should be simpler. Why does everything have to be so complicated? Why does there have to be so many levels to everything? What do the levels even mean? What are we doing here? The anomalous artifact the aircraft was transporting was not recovered from the wreckage and is believed to have been destroyed. The research sector mentioned in the documentation was destroyed by an unknown party. The extraterrestrial object recovered by Group P operatives remain unaccounted for. Okay. Oh, Nene is back. Welcome back. Ah, my neck. Ah. I wonder if you could ask if you were able to hear that. It sounded loud on my side.